All right, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. I left the bicycle shop about an hour ago. What a great place. What a great message and a great mission that they have going on there. Man, it was just a fun night. I'm so thankful for being able to stay there. That was my first warm showers host. So definitely an experience. And yeah, so I'm getting on the road out of Tallahassee today. And I really don't know where I'm going to end up this evening. I haven't really planned that out. All I know is that I'm headed towards St. Augustine, and I'll get there by the time that, by Saturday, Lord willing. So I'm going to get my coffee in here this morning. I already got my word in. I'm going to pray it in. Got a shower this morning, which is wonderful. And yeah, I'm going to keep on pedaling. I'm really liking being able to clip in with these shoes. That's one definite advantage. I still have a lot of getting used to with them though. I'm still kind of like having issues getting them unclipped and things like that, but I'm sure that comes with time and with figuring it out. So if you're new to bicycle riding and you are kind of following along with what I'm doing here, trying to figure out what it'd be like to go out on a tour, yeah, clip-in shoes is definitely a huge advantage. I figure I'm getting like 20 or 30% at least extra efficiency from being able to pull my feet up to pedal, push forward, push back at the bottom. Pedaling in a circle is what Brian Bergen with Ends of Era Cycling told me. So either way, I'm going to finish this coffee and I'm going to get out on the road. I love you guys, and I'll see you later. All right, so I just got done eating breakfast at the Waffle House. When I came back out and got on my bike, I had a flat tire. Oh man, I actually had a flat tire the very first day in my wife's parking lot at work, but this is the first one I've had out on the road. So I'm gonna take everything apart, patch it or put the new tube in, and keep on riding. I'll let you guys watch what happens here. See you in a little bit. All right, so I'm still fixing my flat tire, but I looked down at my watch and I had a missed call from ABC channel 27, WTXL, in Tallahassee, Florida. And so they're coming to do an interview with me. They're gonna catch up with me on Highway 90, just through Tallahassee. And so, man, exciting. Anyway, I'm gonna finish fixing this flat tire so I can get back on the road. All right, so I'm on a beautiful stretch of Highway 90 between Tallahassee and Monticello. And I'm riding and I see this white bicycle painted and leaning against a telephone pole. So when I get up closer, I realize it's someone who passed away on this very road in this very spot from someone hitting them while riding a bicycle. So I'm gonna put a quick little brief memorial here, about a 5-second moment of silence to pray for this guy's family. It's one of the dangers of being out here on the road. Man, I can't even imagine. Here we go, guys. I love y'all. Alright, so I pulled off here at the Lake Miccosukee water control structure. It's a little dam here between Tallahassee and Monticello on Highway 90 in Florida. And I'm waiting on ABC News to show up to do an interview. So again, I'm excited to see how this all works out. Thank you for your prayers, those of you that saw to be praying on the Redeeming Eden Facebook page. And again, you can always find me, Adam Lineberry, Lineberry, on Facebook. Just put a message that you know me from the YouTube channel so that I know you're not a spammer. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Love you guys. See you later.
Sounds good. I was watching some of your videos on the way here.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
I stayed at the bicycle house in Tallahassee last night.
Oh, cool.
Scott was wonderful.
Nice.
Very, very welcoming guy.
Cool. I went to a rehab in Mobile, Alabama, and that's where I found Christ, and I got off the drugs and alcohol. Fort Myers, Florida, I'm going to meet up with a ministry called Ends of the Earth Cycling, and they're going to, I'm going to ride with them about 75 cyclists the rest of the way from Fort Myers to Key West, Florida, which is about 300 miles. We'll do that over 5 days. I should be in the Keys on the 25th of this month. That's amazing. I used to work in Fort Myers, so that's interesting that you're heading there.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Awesome.
So this story's kind of tying in with healthcare in America.
Absolutely.
And I know the opioid issue is a big part of that. So tell me, with this upcoming election, what are some of the issues that you're kind of watching from the different candidates when it comes to how they're handling healthcare, how they're handling addiction, their policies they're putting out there? What are you watching for?
What I would like to see out of candidates is a more focused approach on making recovery more available. You know, the war on drugs, we've been fighting for so many years, and we've been fighting to take the stuff off the streets, but it doesn't seem like there's been a large percentage or that much of a percentage put towards saying, hey, when you're taking this, or hey, if you need help, we're going to make it available. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in an actual room tonight. I'm staying at a bed and breakfast in Madison, Florida. It's on Dade Street in Madison. It's called the Unity House Bed and Breakfast. So for a really cheap price, comparable to what other hotels would have been if I would have left Highway 90 and gone all the way down to the interstate, 6 miles out of the way. The hotels on the interstate cost about the same as this, plus I get a breakfast here. Now, the only reason that I'm staying in a room tonight is because there's supposed to be lightning tonight and early tomorrow morning here in the Madison area. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in, number one, a tent that's not waterproof, and number two, in a tent anyway when there's lightning going on. But the good thing is, back in Destin when I met Joey Cahill, he gave me a donation. One of his major concerns was lodging. He mentioned he got points and stuff like that. Well, I'm not anywhere where I could use points, but I was able to use his donation tonight for this bed and breakfast so that I'm not out in the lightning. So thank you so very much, Joey. God bless you, man. Again, I'm thankful for meeting you. And I'm thankful for this room tonight, brother. So, as to why there's not as much video in this vlog as there has been in other vlogs, after the interview with ABC 27 WTXL out of Tallahassee earlier with Channing, one of their news anchors, it was about lunchtime. It was about noon. I had eaten Waffle House early this morning, just some grits and eggs to, give me some carbohydrates and protein, and to keep the bill low. So, anyway, I get done with the interview, and I'm like, man, I'm hungry. And I had just been kind of, pedaling a little bit here, a little bit there, just a lot of big hills, a lot of little hills, a lot of hills compared to all the flat riding that I've been doing. But it's been great because I've been able to lock into the clipless pedals with the shoes. So, I'm definitely working out a lot more muscles than I have been previously. So if you are new to riding, and you decide that you do want to get clipless pedals like we talked about earlier, the rest of your muscles are going to hurt while you train them. That's for sure. I had just gotten used to my thighs and my quads being really kind of toned, starting to look like frog legs, really. But now that I'm clipping in and I'm using the rest of the other muscles in my legs, I've got a lot more muscle pain going on tonight. But anyway, I looked at my app to see where the closest food was, and it was like 30-something miles to Madison with hills. And so I was like, oh no, that is way too far. So I sat down and had a snack out of my, burrito stuff. And I started looking at the time, and I was thinking, man, if it's like 35 miles from where I am to where I'm going, that means I've really got to push it on these hills. So I had to go into overtime working on getting here. So by the time I get here, it's, straight in, straight to the shower, talk to the kids on the phone, watch my church video online, watch my church live stream at Luke 418 Fellowship in Mobile, Alabama. And then, into good clothes, get the other ones started washing. And then that's pretty much it. I haven't even started working on the videos yet. So it is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I still have to start everything. So I'll probably be up till midnight tonight. But it's all good. This place is amazing. I will definitely take some more video of Unity House Bed and Breakfast. The lady that runs the place, elderly lady named Linda, is wonderful. She has been such a gracious host since I walked through the door. She even offered for a very small fee to wash and dry my clothes for me so I don't have to go up to the coin laundry. So just a really good place, but I will take a lot of video later. This is an old 2-story antebellum mansion. The bedroom that I'm in alone has its own full bath, and it's a very large room. And so, for how much money it was to stay here, I'm highly impressed. It wasn't even $100. And that includes a gourmet breakfast tomorrow morning. So, that's pretty much where it stands right now. They didn't run the news story from earlier tonight on the news. So Channing from the news channel said that he's kind of putting together a program about the opioid epidemic. So I'm sure that the Redeeming Eden broadcast will air whenever he does that. Hopefully it's in the next few days. But either way, when I find out, it'll be on my Facebook. And if I can get somehow the video footage, I'll put it here on the channel later on so that everybody else can see it. Either way, I'm going to get started cutting this video for you guys for tonight. Again, I rode 60 miles today on the biggest hills that I've faced since I left Mobile, Alabama. There were some in Fairhope, but Tallahassee, from downtown Tallahassee to Madison, is just up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't think that maybe I was on 5 to 10 miles out of the 60 were just long flat stretches. Everything else were just giant hills. So I'm tired. I'm going to get some good rest tonight. I'm in a bed. I'm a very nice comfy bed, so that's very nice. And I'm out of the weather. So thanks for your prayers, guys. I love y'all. If you just now got to this channel, if this is the first time you watch one of these videos, if you're addicted to anything or you know someone who is addicted to something, there are recovery options available for you out there. I myself came through a Christian rehab facility, and I'm doing everything I can to make awareness that there are churches and Celebrate recoveries and missions that'll take you in free of charge and tell you about Jesus, and hopefully get you to a place where you can be free from addiction. So, that's pretty much it for the end of the night. As usual, I love you guys, and I'll see you later.